What's up everyone, FYRRRE here, and we have another exciting new legendary hero in Gemstone Legends named FYRRRE, so of course I'm going to do a breakdown and analyze her. But first, download Gemstone Legends, a mobile RPG puzzle match game. Use the link in the description to start with free stuff, including a bonus hero. Alright, so right up front, I am digging the art. It is absolutely amazing. I mean, Gemstone Legends has been hitting on all fronts with the art recently, so I'm just really appreciative of that as somebody who just likes to collect heroes sometimes. Even if functionally I can't use them everywhere or as much as I would like, I do always appreciate the art. However, FYRRRE has some really cool abilities, and we're going to cover that. She is a legendary blue hero. This is with the max stats on, so this is if you get her up to 6 stars and you max out the skills and everything. I always like to take a look at that to decide, is it worth it to put all these resources into a hero? So let's go through this. 18,682 HP with the speed of 198. So the speed is, it's not low, but it's on the lower side of a lot of heroes that they have released recently. The attack is at 2033, that's fine. Defense at 1911, but it's the specials that are really awesome. First, her leader ability. This is exactly the kind of thing you want to see on a hero. Increases the speed of all allies by 17 in all game modes. That immediately gives her value, because anything that's going to increase the speed of everybody, you want as many of these heroes as possible. So if at all possible, you want this hero on your team, and you also want to build a synergy around her. Now, you know, this is a brand new hero, so we haven't been able to like play test this or anything yet. In like a regular type of arena battle or something like that, you only really have 5 that you can fit in there. So if you have other speed heroes, you need to be very careful, of course, about which one you're using. But in like guild wars and things like that, when you have multiple teams that you can create, having this kind of depth with speed is really important. So let's take a look at these other abilities. 100% chance to inflict freeze on a single enemy for 4 turns. Freeze is amazing. It's one of the best statuses in the game because it just completely stops that hero from playing. They can't gain mana, they can't attack, they can't do their specials, they get skipped over, and whenever your opponent doesn't get to play, you are more likely to win. The name of this game is speed. I say it over and over again, right? So she's already increasing the speed, and then she's stopping the opponents from even playing, from gaining mana and things like that. So absolutely amazing. Now it is for one single enemy, so do take note of that. It's not like the whole other team is shut down with just that ability. Then 100% chance to inflict burn on a single enemy for 4 turns, and that one's just dealing damage over time. Deals damage based on 300% of caster's defense to a single enemy. I love whenever heroes deal damage based on defense, because quite honestly, I love to build up equipment on heroes that increase the defense, because it means that they're going to live longer. And if you do that, they're more resilient to like physical damage. Then they're also dealing damage based on that. That means that your hero is going to stick around longer and it's going to deal a ton of damage. All right, so that is like the active part of the special. Let's look at the passive part. For every 450 defense, she gains 3% accuracy. So again, incentivizing you to go find that equipment that has high defensive stats. Of course, you probably want the percentages that are going to give the biggest boost, and then you're going to gain more accuracy too. So that means that that freeze and that burn is more likely to stick. For every 450 defense, she ignores 3% of the enemy's defense. So again, you want to be maxing out the defense that you're putting on a hero like this, because it's going to deal more damage to the opponents then. And then lastly, of course, if you max out the stats here, it's mana gain increased by 1. Let's go look at that mana gain. Actually, it's at 23. So you could, the mana gain is actually really good. So even though the speed is a little bit lower on this hero, it's kind of made up, first of all, by the speed leader ability. But secondly, you have this mana gain at 23, which means if you put 2 sets of mana equipment on her, or basically 4 pieces of the mana equipment, she's going to be able to go off after about 4 matches, because when the mana is at 25, it takes 4 tiles in order to set her off, which is unbelievable. So if you can get her special to go off repeatedly like that, that's going to be absolutely amazing. I mean, 25 is like the key number for the mana gain stat, because once you hit that, then you are using your specials way more than your opponents, as long as, of course, they haven't also gotten it up to 25. So I know that's a big, there's a lot of demand for the mana equipment because of that, because if you get anywhere close to it, you want to be putting it on heroes like this to get that. So that's what I think about this particular hero. You know, quite honestly, I think you can use her in most cases. Like, you're absolutely gonna want her in Guild Wars. There is definitely a case to be made for Arena, although that's more specific to the type of synergy that you're going to be going for. And so you got to be careful about who you're putting with her in that case. But definitely, like, if you're in the campaign map or you're in the Rift and that kind of thing, I see a lot of use for her. You know, again, depending on the team that you're trying to take in there. So let me know in the comments what you think about this hero. If you're summoning, good luck. Let me know if you got her, if you've been playtesting her, what you think, and what kind of heroes you think are going to go well with her. And if you enjoy videos like this, make sure to like, subscribe, hit that bell notification, and I will catch you in the next one.